Good morning. So we're sticking with the St. Patrick's Day theme, and we're going to talk about prefixes and suffixes. Pre means before or first, and a suffix is at the end. So we have many words, and I'm going to actually start with my whiteboard, okay? We have many words that we know as the word itself. So maybe I say do, okay? Focus. Do. Do would be my root. It is my word. Now, I can add different prefixes. Remember, pre means before. I can add different prefixes to the word do that makes this a whole new word. Okay? So if I add the prefix un, it's separated. So I'm going to show you what it looks like together. Undo. Can you undo that knot? Will you help me undo the screw? I don't know if you what do you do for a screw? Unscrew? I have no idea. Undo. What if you submit a paper on Google Classroom and I ask you to redo it? Maybe you need to redo it. So undo, you're taking it apart. Redo, you're doing it again. What's another one? That's really the only one. We can't disdo. But then there's also suffixes that we can add to the end of words that makes new words. And where's my eraser? And let's look at some of those, okay? Let's think. Full. So there are some words. So we'll have our root word, but then we'll also have the suffix. I'm just going to abbreviate suffix S-U-F-F. So the suffix is at the end of the word. Again, we're going to have our root, which is our word. So say my word is empty. I can also add ness, okay? When I put ness on it, this Y changes, and that's a whole nother lesson. But if I was writing emptiness, it would look like this. I think that looks wrong to me, but I'm pretty sure that's right. So empty is a word, yes, but then, emptiness kind of changes that a little bit. So we could say the emptiness of this room saddens me. Okay, or empty, please empty the box. It still means take out, but it changes it just a little bit. We could also look at if I had the root word care and I add the suffix full. So my word would be careful. Care, take care of your toys, take care of the dog, take care of the cat. But careful, use caution. Be careful riding your bike. Be careful walking up the hill. Be careful running with, don't ever run with scissors. Be careful cutting with scissors. Horrible example. What is wrong with me? Another suffix is meant. So maybe my root word is excite. I can spell sometimes. Excite is my root word, and then my suffix would be meant. So if I excite, I get happy, or I get energetic. And then excitement is something that we have. And I'll show you excitement all together just so you can see it. Excitement. Okay? So this is kind of broken apart, and then this is the word itself. And these are things that we add on to different words in the beginning of the word or at the end. If it's in the beginning of the word, what's it called? prefix. And if it's at the end of a word, what is it called? A suffix. Good job. So what I would like you to do is try to think of as many words with these prefixes and suffixes. Sometimes you'll fill up the rainbow. Sometimes you might only have one word on the rainbow, and that is okay. You can use different colors for this if you have colored pencils. Markers might be too thick to fit on the rainbow, but if you think that you can fit it on the rainbow and I can still read it, you can do that. Colored pencils, as long as I can read it, okay? So I want to show you, if there is the letters and then the line is after the letters, that means that this is a prefix. So they're going, the un and then the word, the line means that this comes before the word. Whereas meant has the line and then meant. This means that the meant is going to come after the word. So I'm going to, because we just did this one, add excitement right here. Excitement. There's an example. Try to think of another one, okay? Un. Maybe I'm going to add unhappy here. Okay? Unhappy. Dislike. Maybe I dislike peas. I want you to think of one more example than the ones I'm telling you. We already said redo. Can add that one. Full, we said careful. Careful. And ness, we used emptiness. These pens. I usually, oops, that's an I. And again, if you write, if words end in Y and it gets changed in it, that's a whole nother lesson, and you write it with a Y, that's fine. My pen is dying, I'm sorry. But here is one example for each of these rainbows. I want you to think of at least one more example. So what's another word that starts with un? What's another word that ends with meant? What's another word that starts with dis, starts with re, ends with full, ends with ness? Okay? Add it to your rainbow. If you can think of more than one, super. Please try to think of more than one. But some of these are a little bit harder and we don't use them all the time. So if you can think of at least one for the end ones, I would be happy with that. Okay?